Welcome to Master Your Money, Budgeting, Saving, and Debt-Free Living. I'm your host, Nate Tanner. On this show, we use the Triggator philosophy to help you build a paycheck-based spending plan that fits your life, stack up savings, and knock out debt without losing your mind or your momentum. All right, summer's almost here, which means warm weather, longer days, and 100 little expenses that are just waiting to ambush your spending plan. There's vacations, camps, sports, backyard upgrades, and spontaneous fun that starts with, let's go grab ice cream, and somehow ends up with, let's redo the patio while we're at it. Here's the truth. Summers feel like freedom, but it can burn your budget faster than a sunburn in July. July should feel like fireworks in the sky, not fireworks in your bank account. So why is summer spending so different? Now, if you're following the Triggator philosophy and framework, you've already built a paycheck-based spending plan. Your rhythm is steady, your bills are covered, your debt is being attacked, your savings are stacking up. But here's the thing, summer spending doesn't show up in a smooth, predictable amount. It hits in waves, spikes, and sometimes surprise tidal waves. If you've been building alligator funds for summer expenses, awesome. Kudos. You're already swimming ahead of the pack. If not, it's May. That gives you about 1 month to start adjusting and saving what you can so summer bites a little bit less. What are we covering today? In today's episode, we'll talk about the most common summer money traps, why summer spending requires advanced planning, not impulse reaction, how to build a simple summer mini spending plan, and a bonus heads up, Christmas is only 32 weeks away. If you start your Christmas Gator fund now, December will be a lot more jolly and a lot less Blue Christmas credit card shock. Because staying ahead of the game now, that's how you keep the Triggator triangle in place and keep your summer spending fun, not frustrating. Let's dive in. The most common summer money traps. Summer is sneaky. It arrives with sunshine and good vibes, and then quietly hijacks your wallet. Here are the 5 biggest budget saboteurs you need to watch for. Vacation and travel. Let's take a quick trip. Sounds simple. Ends up being $2,000 later when you count hotel, gas, food, parking, and a must-have $40 t-shirt that says, I heart Toledo. Even if you're staying local, staycations have a way of growing extra costs fast. Camps and kids activities. The camp flyer says $300. What it doesn't say is $75 for gear, $30 for a team t-shirt, $20 for snacks, and the optional $50 trip you'll feel like the worst parent ever if you decline. Summer activities multiply like rabbits, and none of them are free. Sports and hobbies. Summer leagues, travel teams, equipment upgrades from last year's cleats that just don't feel right anymore. If you have kids in sports or hobbies yourself, you know summer is the season of new gear and unexpected fees. Backyard upgrades. We'll use it for years. That's what you say right before dropping $500 on patio furniture or a new grill. Or $3,000 on that backyard pool that sounded small in the brochure, but now dominates your entire yard. Pro tip, if you find yourself at the hardware store saying, well, we're at it, take a pause. That's where budgets go to die. Spontaneous fun. Concert tickets, amusement parks, last-minute road trips, extra dining out because it's too nice to cook. Summer spontaneity is awesome for memories, but it's brutal for unprepared spending plans. So the bottom line, summer spending doesn't always look like big ticket expenses. It's the collection of small, just this once, decisions that add up fast. As Obi-Wan Kenobi wisely said, it's a trap. Okay, technically, Admiral Akbar said it, but I wanted to make sure you were still listening. Coming up next, why summer spending requires advanced planning and how to avoid turning every sunny day into a financial sunburn. So how to build a mini spending plan for the summer, even if you didn't plan ahead. So what if you're already looking at summer expenses and your alligator fund is looking more like a puddle? No panic, no shame, just strategy. Here's how to handle it. Step 1, adjust your May spending plan. You've got about a month before summer's big expenses really hit. Adjust your May spending plan now. Even small savings from this month can take some of the bite out of your summer gators and leave a little more in your wallet. $50 here, $75 there. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to give you a head start. Step number 2, plan the expense across paychecks. Break the big bite into small bites. Let's say you need $375 for your daughter's week-long swim camp. We are, of course, speaking hypothetically. Let's not dwell on the fact that I happen to have a daughter who's a swimmer. Coming up with $375 in one paycheck, that's a huge bite. And there will be a huge temptation to let your old friend Visa cover it. That would upset your triangle, and you've worked too hard to let that happen. Here's the good news. You have 4 paychecks before the camp starts. If you can, pull $125 from each paycheck. If that's too steep, stretch it out over all 4 paychecks and aim for about $90 each. That's skipping 1 dining out night and 3 caramel lattes per check. Boom, camp paid for, 0 debt, your triangle stays in balance. Remember, budget equals control. Save equals security. Paying off debt equals keep what you earn. Step 3, get this expense into next year's plan. Swim camp will still happen next year. Your future Olympian will absolutely want to go again. But now, instead of scrambling, you've got 26 paychecks to plan ahead. 375 divided by 26, that equals just about $14 a paycheck. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You feed the gator before it even starts to get hungry. The bottom line, even if you didn't prepare last year, you can adapt this year and prevent next year's stress. That's what the Triggator spending plan is all about. Consistency, adaptation, forward thinking. Summer expenses don't have to sink your plan. They can sharpen it. Let's talk about the long view. Summer is fun. It's spontaneous. It's where memories are made, but it's also the perfect time to pause for a few minutes and reflect on your alligator funds. Why now? Thinking about all your summer gators while they're fresh in your mind can spark insights you might forget by September or October. Right now, you remember that swim camp fee, the cost of the soccer cleats that didn't really fit by July, the backyard upgrade that snowballed, the spontaneous road trip that wasn't as cheap as it sounded. These are expenses your future self will thank you for planning ahead next time. Here's the beauty of the alligator fund. Even if a gator almost bit you this year, like planning for swim camp in May, the stealth is gone. The water has moved. You've seen the ripple. That gator can't sneak up on you again. You now have distance between you and the gator. Take advantage of that. Use what you've learned this summer and start preparing for next summer and beyond. The long view strategy, take the lump sums that surprised you this year, divide them into the number of paychecks between now and next summer, start feeding the gators now so they stay calm and your wallet stays intact. Even $14 here and $20 there over a year can keep those gators at bay. The bottom line here, your spending plan doesn't just protect you today. It scouts the horizon and guards your future. Summer isn't just for fun. It's for sharpening your long view. Coming up next, the summer strategy mission and a simple action to take control before the heat wave hits. We've covered a lot today. We talked about how summer spending spikes are sneaky but predictable once you know where to look. We've walked through how to adapt this year without blowing up your spending plan. And we've sharpened the long view so future summers feel like fireworks in the sky and not fireworks in your bank account. Because here's the truth. Your alligator fund isn't just a safety net. It's a vision tool. It lets you spot the ripples before the gators surface. It turns what used to be surprises into expected, manageable expenses. It protects your Triggator triangle, not just this month, but every month. So your summer strategy mission, here's your challenge. This is what I want you to do. List your top 3 to 5 expected summer expenses starting today, even if they're already here or about to hit. Adjust your May spending plan to save whatever you can now. Every dollar you feed the gators now means fewer bites later. Break any large expenses across your upcoming paychecks. Don't let big bites derail your triangle. And then start thinking ahead to 2026. Use this summer's lesson to start building next year's Alligators Fund. It isn't about perfection, it's about preparation. And if you tame a summer alligator or discover a new one that you didn't see coming, I would love to hear about it. Email me at podcast@Triggator.com and share your wins or even your close calls. We can all learn from each other. Before you go, follow and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Leave a review. Your 5-star ratings help others discover the show, and I read every single one. Share this episode with a friend, neighbor, or anyone who is wondering where their summer money is disappearing to. And follow @Triggator on X, Facebook, and Instagram for daily encouragement and a few gator memes to keep your finances fierce and funny. I know it's Friday, and as you head into the weekend, remember, your financial progress doesn't just happen on paydays. It happens every time you make a plan, adjust, and keep moving forward. Even small steps now can prevent big stress later. A quick motivational quote as we go into the weekend. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. That's by Robert Collier. You've seen the ripples, you've identified the gators, and now you're taking action. That's what financial leadership looks like. Feed the gators before they bite, keep the triangle strong, and enjoy a summer that works for your wallet, not against it. You've got this. This is Master Your Money, Budgeting, Saving, and Debt-Free Living. I'm Nate Tanner, and we'll see you next week.